Good morning, everyone. Microphone check, screen check. Yeah, looks like everything's working correctly here. Good, good, good. Oops, swap that over. There we go. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully everyone was able to rest up, get ready for the day ahead, all that fun stuff. As per the usual, before we jump on in, make sure to read through on the right side of the screen there, the Live Trader Morning Prep PDF. Very important to go through and understand everything that is inside there. Also, a quick note for you all before we jump on in today. If you're watching on the YouTube side of things, the stream does have between like a 5 and 30 second delay, which will definitely impact the timeliness of what I may be given, or what I may be talking about at any given moment. My brain's going faster than my mouth. Good morning, Rand. Rand Wolf. Thank you. Appreciate the check. Always good. Brad, everyone else so far, good morning, good morning. Just want to take a second, like we do every day, to thank all of our new members, subscribers, Academy students, VIPs, and everyone in between. Welcome to the SSFTG family. I'm super excited to have you all on board. Of course, if you aren't a part of the SSFTG fam yet, there's a ton of different ways to join up. The easiest way is to join as a YouTube member with the join button below the stream there. It gets you in the chat room, the YouTube community board, stock and crypto chart posts, and a bit more behind the scenes and what's going on and all that fun stuff. Of course, if you want to understand how we do everything and what we're doing every day and all of that, check out the Day Trading Academy along with everything else that we have waiting for you over at ssftg.com. So if you're here for the first time or the 1000th, good morning, welcome. I hope you're all ready to rock and roll alongside me today, analyzing these crazy markets of ours. Let's take a look at some news, take a look at some charts, see what all is going on for today. Steven, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Looking at, of course, the morning DP levels. Don't forget to grab yours if you haven't yet. Those are posted for you every morning on the Major 7. NASDAQ, S&P, Gold, Crude, Euro, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Still got them running shoes on. As far as the news is concerned, we really only had one news announcement. That was at 8:30 this morning, building permits for September. The forecast is 1.68 million, and that's it. Like, there really wasn't any other news or anything else going on. And as we go into this afternoon and later today, we have FOMC member Daly speaking at 11. At 13:15, we've got FOMC member. It's a bunch of speakers and a bunch of small stuff. There's nothing really going on. It is Tuesday, though, so we do have the API report, and that's coming out at 16:30. That'll give us an idea of what to expect for tomorrow's inventories. 2 seconds. So, as far as what's going on here for, everything is pretty calm and quiet on the news front. There's not much. There is not much. We'll see. Markets are just... Look at the gold chart. Just looking at the overview, it just looks absolutely insane. Oh, man. Anyway. Let me get that out of the way. Drop that out of the way. All right. Two seconds here. All right, there we go. Everything looks like it's... I have a... Sorry, I'm getting a warning from YouTube saying that the stream's current bitrate is higher than the recommended, but let me draw in here and see how this keeps up. I just want to see what that looks like. Oh, YouTube, what are you talking about? That looks fine. Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Right. If I'm missing something, let me know, or if it's stuttering. I did mess around with some of the settings. I was trying to get my recordings to look a little nicer. That shouldn't have messed around with the stream settings, but if it did, let me know. It looks fine to me. But anyway, we've got the NASDAQ on deck first, and really the NASDAQ, these index markets are nuts. They just are not stopping going to the upside. It's an incredible amount of bullishness that's going on here. And with this overall bullish mentality, one of the big things that I want to see is, all right, well, if the bulls are going so crazy, why, right? What did they leave something behind? Did somebody get stuck? What's going on? And this is likely coming from the bigger picture. Of course, we're not going to see that on a 15-minute chart. But if we bump out to something like maybe a 60-minute, let's try a 60-minute. Yeah. So from a 60-minute perspective, we can really see what's going on here. Now, we did have this really nasty sideways consolidation, dropped lower, sideways consolidation, finally broke out. right? And when they finally broke away through the lows, then the sellers regained interest, rotated back down, and they came back up to where likely, I'm sure if we draw a POC on there, it was somewhere around there, where a lot of traders got stuck on the longs. They were trying to get a continuation to the upside. Let's see where that POC landed. Any day now. All right. Oh, 60-minute chart. That's right. I should do minute. There we go. All right. So as far as the POC, we've got the POC right there, and we can see one of the big important factors here is that they missed it. They didn't quite hit it. Yeah, it was down here. And maybe if we go a little bit further into the where they had the higher low, did that move? Nope, they still didn't get it. So what do we have here, right? What's the context? Well, if the bulls were looking for a rotation to the upside, and to be fair, I think it's safe to assume that they were trying to. There's plenty of movement here. And a nice little dip for them to try to buy down inside of that. Everything is there, you know. And as far as the overall momentum is concerned, the bulls look like they really tried getting something going and then got dunked. And when they got dunked, they weren't given a chance to get out at break even. Now, if they were able to modify their entries and get a POC a little bit further down, then maybe. But if we go all the way across here, it really just looks like they accepted the fact that they were in a loss. It looks like they ate the loss, honestly. And then it rotated back down to the new low. That's where the POC shifted. But if we disregard the POC and kind of look backward a little bit with the assumption